Hello everyone, Alex on Solo here, doing the October 13th morning recap. We did call neutral to bullish yesterday night, and then at 3 in the morning, I was feeling a lot bearish, but didn't change any positions, and today we uh, broke out from the scary point, I think. We were calling a correction ending at 0.618 of the impulse wave from September 29th through October 7th. On the 4-hour chart, this is 50 bars and this is 31 bars, exactly 0.618 basically. We are below this red fib extension line, but I'm not too worried about that because of this strong correction pattern here. Really thinking this is the 1-2 wave. So again, with this having the extension, this one might not be as long as the first wave. But if this isn't an extension, then this 3 wave could be really huge and really what takes us to that 6K call from before. Um, I still had that 5K call up here for reference. So if the 3 is not shorter than the 1, then we can easily get to 6K. So we'll kind of see what's happening there. We got RSI leveling below 50 RSI, but we do need it to pass. And I think it is passing on some of the lower time frames, so that's helpful to see. If we bring on Viper range, um, we'll be able to kind of get a feel for I'll just turn on all of these. So we got some nice floors we broke past. We already retested this red line. I don't foresee us having to hit this anytime soon. Um, this looks more like an Adam and Eve rather than a head and shoulder, so I'm going to delete this. Um, not sure if there's an Adam and Eve tool in here, but basically the Adam would be the pointy bottom, and then the Eve would be the curvy bottom. So it's kind of like a double bottom within a second wave, and we're really hoping to break past this level, which we should with this green volume up here. We should slip right past this, no problem, I would imagine. And once we get to this level, sure, we might bounce off that, but at that point, this red line should become a floor, and we should be able to get to 3,600, no problem today. Wednesday turnaround day seems right. Oops. Now, how do we take a deeper look? We do have that 5 with our A, B, C. It's our um, A, B, C correction or the zigzag. So see that kind of working its way out. Now we have this huge black line here. I'm going to just adjust it a little bit. Imagine it would be somewhere here. Within the next, hopefully, day, so next 4 to 8 hours, we're going to hope to see this really rise up. And BTC dominance looks like it spiked back up through that range rather than retesting down. But if we look at what Bitcoin did with that spike, we can see that it indeed rose with that spike a good bit, about 57 to, so about 2,000, about 4%. And it slipped down this, it's retesting, so I do imagine it's going to slip down this again. But usually Bitcoin dominance drops are more often than not bullish, and Bitcoin pops are more often than not bearish. But because we're at such a high level, these pops, I guess, are actually moving it up with it. So it would appear that once Bitcoin hits, above 44 and a half, these rises don't really do much to it. But once it crosses 44 and a half, um, it really stayed flat even through 45, 46 down here where we're looking. Um, yeah, it's so difficult. It's almost like how fast it's moving. I think that where Bitcoin pops. So, if it's moving up at a fairly average pace, Bitcoin kind of stays flat. But then if you see it have a nice pop within a certain time frame, that's where you really see Bitcoin take those leaps. And then it can cool off to those same levels, and Bitcoin can be at a higher level. So they're injecting fuel into Bitcoin and moving it to other ones, injecting fuel into Bitcoin, moving it into other ones. And if we ignore this sideways channel, what do we got going here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could hit some of these higher levels again. Hopefully that happens fast, so Bitcoin rises with it. Or yeah, because total cap would need to be rising with it. Um, so we did have this total cap pop. Um, there's not much more volume above it, so we kind of had that green volume that didn't hit yet. We just hit it. So if we don't stay above here over the next 4 to 8 hours, we'll go back to some of these levels from yesterday. But this is looking more like a bounce off this channel, not really a drop because we still have that green volume up here. And if we look at the daily, we do have that red daily candle, but lots of green volume. Let's look at USDT really quick. It's looking like it could drop down this some more. Um, Getting stuck at that 50 RSI on the daily. That's nice to see. And it's dropping below on the 4 hour. And that is really what we like to see. We want to see this kind of drop down another 0.5%. As far as where add-ins are for me today, Ethereum, paxg, just trying to stick with the stable ones. Leash, obviously, if you can get that, it's already at 27 from 2000 a few days ago. Um, Luna's looking like a steal. That's crazy from where it was. So um, Ren is looking like a steal, 30% lower. FTM 20% lower, but I'd be wary with this one. SNX has really kind of been not doing too much lately, but I could see it definitely making some pops coming up soon. GRT had a nice little pop. BNT holding strong. Link holding strong. SKL holding strong. So yeah, Sol being a little finicky here, but as long as everything else is going up, I'm not too much worried about Sol. CTX has a decent retracement for potential dip buy, but just gonna kind of keep holding what I have there. XTZ was a little bit of an add-in today. That's looking like that can do some damage. So that's encouraging to see here. Comment if you have any questions. I'd love to connect and collaborate with you guys. This is a community effort to kind of know where everything's at. We're launching an NFT project through this YouTube channel, the Bitcoso Charts and Signals collection. almost have 200 calls already. So should be able to turn that into 1,000 assets programmatically with the team we got going. And yeah, it's gonna go somewhere, guys. So stick around and maybe you'll get one. Bye.